Give everybody a second to tap into the live, and then we're gonna get to it. Give everybody a few seconds, and then we're gonna get right to it.
Georgia Muscle.
Give everybody a few seconds to get into the live, and then we're gonna get to it. Give everybody like a minute or two. And we're gonna get to it. Give everybody like another little minute, and then we're gonna get to it.
Georgia Muscle.
So we can go on and get to it. So for all of y'all that is new to the channel, or been with me from the beginning, I recently got a Kai 30, the MPC Key 37. I've had it for about 2 weeks. I actually have the 61. Yeah, yeah. I actually got the 61 first, or what have you. And the reason why I got the 61 is because I was trying to use the 61 similar to the same way like you use the ASR, like with Kobe, like with key groups, or what have you. But sonically, I wasn't able to achieve what I wanted from the sound. With the sound being like big and heavy and stuff like that. So what I ended up doing was getting an ASR as well. And comparing the two, like the 61 or 37 to an ASR, you're not going to get that sound, that sonic sound, of course, because it's an older machine. It came out like in '92. It's a low bit rate, and all that stuff. Give me 1 second. Because it's a low bit rate machine, or what have you. And then too, sampling on it is very different. With the newer machines, you're able to see transients and waves, and like with the older machines like an ASR or MPC 3000, you're only looking at numbers. So, if you don't speak that language or that verbiage, then you're going to be kind of lost in the sauce. It's like no piano rolls or anything of that nature. But, when you want to work quicker and the quicker workflow, then you would, get on like a 61 or a 37. And what's crazy is since I've got the 37, the 61 literally just sits over here on the table and collect dust. Now, some of the pros and cons is that with a 37, a lot of the sounds that's in the 61, you're not going to get. But what worked out is because I had a 61 and I got the in music account, you can release those serial numbers. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Chief? You can release those serial numbers and you can load up all your sounds. So that's really what helped me out was I was able to bring in the pianos, the strings, the organs, the electric pianos, the mellotron, and stuff of that nature. Because if you buy a 37 and you just trying to use it for like extra sounds and shit like that, you're gonna be kind of like disappointed. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. Now, what you can do is if you have hardware gear and all that good stuff, and modules and even like soft synths and stuff in the computer that you like, you can make key groups. Because like I ain't even gonna hold you. Like they got some cool like pianos and horns and shit like that. Like they could be better. But I was like, I'm gonna sample some key groups in there and like make like some go-tos. Cause like I'm not even crazy about the bells and stuff that's in here, or what have you. But that's a con. One of the pros is that I actually like the 37 more than the 61 just because of its size. It's only got what 3 octaves. So if you're a piano player, then you're gonna have to get in your bag with your inversions and your voicing of chords and stuff of that nature because the piano is so small. But that really does help because you'll be playing chords and colors and stuff like that that you would normally play because you have big octaves to do all this crazy stuff. So a lot of your chords and stuff gonna be kind of tight, which can kind of be cool. Um, and then too, for like me, because I have like a lot of modules and keyboards and shit, I can just run a MIDI cable out and control them. And the size is small. Like I can move it around. I can have it over here. I can have it over there. Whereas if you got one of the big boys, then that shit is just like, yeah, you kind of stuck. And then too, with its size, its portability. It's very light. You can pick it up. You can take it anywhere, or what have you. Another downside is that you're only able to do 8, like I've been saying from the beginning, 8 instrument tracks or what have you. And then I know somebody's that's a genius in the chat probably gonna say you can bounce it out the audio, which is true. But sometimes when you're making music and you add in different sounds, as you building, sometimes that initial sound ain't the sound to fit that vibe. But because you already printed it out the audio, you can't go back and change that shit. So that's like a big con to me because I'm a big fan of like layering sounds, like layering pianos, layering strings, layering horns, or what have you. And when you cooking up, sometimes we just laying down the sound to get the idea, and then we start just turning sounds and tweaking sounds and shit. Hey, Major, what it do, Brody? Tweaking sounds and shit like that. So you can't really change that once you convert that to audio or what have you. But like I said, the size. Oh, nan, bro, nan, we just chopping it up. The size, the size I like, the portability, and then just being able to move it around. I really, 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 really like that. That I do like. Um, shit. Now the Sonics, of course, it is what it is. It's not gonna beat. What up, Malik? It ain't gonna beat. It ain't gonna beat like the older machines. But what I've been doing is challenging myself because like I've been using the distressor for sounds, and I actually last night I used this guy. If you guys are familiar with this, Safari Pedals makes a plugin called Gorilla Drive, but this is actually the pedal. So last night I was doing some drum sequences or whatever, and chopping up samples. And what I did was I ran the out from the it's monophonic. So I ran the out from the headphones into here. And then before it hits the board, I was able to turn up like the saturation and like find tones and get more hit and get shit beefed up before it hits the computer. So this is one of like the pros You know what I'm saying? You could use if you're using like a 37 or a 61 and you wanna, you know what I'm saying, get that sound or tone. But like I said, when you do it this way though, you can't hit export on the keyboard. Like you're gonna have to get like a MIDI interface cable and like, you know what I'm saying, dump the shit out. Froghead, they actually don't make these anymore or what have you. Like I literally got the last one out the shop because like I said, I got a relationship with the company. So they don't make these. But like I tell people, you can go to Guitar Center, the Sam Ash Hill actually closed down, and they had an abundance of like overdrives, saturations, echoes, wah-wahs, all that type of stuff, and just run your stuff through there and try to beef it up. Like if you can't like afford like 500 series or like outboard gear or whatever, like guitar pedals do the trick. A lot of people don't talk about them or what have you, but hell, a lot of the records you listen to from guitar players, they be running their shit through pedal boards, like all their overdrives, all their echoes, all that type of stuff or what have you, to achieve that analog sound or what have you. So yeah, the pedals is a trick, and I'm gonna actually drop a video this week. You know what I'm saying, showing how I did that shit or what have you. And then another thing you can do is like instead of like importing your sounds like on a jump drive, like actually record those motherfuckers in the machine. Let some of them snares clip, let some of them hi-hats clip or what have you. And then when you're done, just run them out. So you can still, you know, use these inputs and outputs on the machine and get some of like that analog color, like some of that hiss and all that noise or what have you. And the shit has started to beef up. Now, what I did too in experimenting this weekend was I actually used my 3000 and the 37 together. So basically I was doing like all my drum programming and all that good stuff. I was using my 3000. And then like because I was just trying to move real quick, I was chopping the samples up on the 37 or what have you. So I still got that grit, that bottom, that hit from the drums with the 3000, and then with the 37, I was just able to chop samples very quick. And then like for some of them, because I was using real vinyl, I was able to throw like a quick EQ on it to like clear out some of the low end or what have you. Now, like I said earlier, one thing that I gotta do though is like make like some key groups because they got some cool sounds in here, but like not like some of the sounds that you really, really, really want. I would say, or what have you. So like actually sitting here taking time to sample like the Roland JV 1080 in that motherfucker, or like some sounds from my Phantom. You know what I'm saying? Or even hell, even like some of your favorite plugins. You know what I'm saying? Like some strings out of Reason. Hell, for all people that like Nexus or Omnisphere, like you can sample those sounds into this keyboard and make a key group or what have you, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, you building your own library. And like what you can do, if you really want to make some shit hard, sample this, take the earphone jack and the instrument cable and run that shit from like your computer. If you coming out your computer, run that through like a distressor. Run that shit through the guitar pedal or what have you. And then sample that shit in to the 37. Now you gonna get some real warmth, some real hiss or what have you, some bite. And then that motherfucker really gonna be nasty. What up, Nino? It's really gonna be nasty. I follow the name. Ski Beats use pedals for effect. Yeah, Ski Beats been on that, man. Ski Beats been on them pedals. What up, man? Less is more for me nowadays. Much has become possible to make money. Hey, you just gotta find your hustle. Hey, kid, you gotta find your hustle, man. You just gotta find a lane that work for you, man. And if you're a true hustler, man, we have down moments, but you're going to find a way to, you know what I'm saying, do what it do. Hype is a beast. I resample an MPC. Hey, man, hey, Major, I think it's you, bro. It's just you different because, like, that beat you made and then you showed me all that shit and inside of Hype, still to this day, I'm like, damn. Cause I can't even find no bells and shit in there that I like that. But I think too though, I'm kind of spoiled because you know my go-to bell is that rolling in the 1080, that childlike with a little delay and just a tad of verb to fill it out. You know that's my shit. So, but yeah, you be killing that motherfucker, bro. Bro, can you do a sample contest? That'll be fun. See how many. All right, Malik, we can do that. We can do that. Cause I had seen you said that last week too, bro, on the beat review about a sample contest. Hey, Nino, that's a fact too. Like running some drums and shit into the ASR and then resampling them into the 37 to beef up that motherfucker. That's hard. That's hard. I just was thinking of ways, you know what I'm saying, to like bridge the gap with the old and with the new. And if you're gonna use the new technology, like what's some shit you can do to like use the workflow but still like, you know what I'm saying, get that sound. Because now overall when you compare the Sonic from this to the rest of the machines, of course, they sound flat as fuck. Like it's no way around that shit or what have you, but you know. That's why like I try to like merge the two, you know what I'm saying? Like just try to give it a balance. Have you ever had any problems with your outputs on your 3000 MPC? Like they just store who can help fix this? Hey, Marcel Latif, hit up my boy J Ham. J Ham, he go by Max Vibes on IG. But when you hit him up though, you know you gotta be serious because bro busy. Like if you ain't ready to go, you know what I'm saying? He ain't your guy, but if you ready to go and you serious about your shit, he'll lace you. He literally just customized my MP and my ASR and all that good shit. Like he'll get you right. You know, I actually am putting my 2K away and going to use the live to the sequence now. Wow. I don't need more than 8 tracks from the ASR. I'll use effects from the model. Hey, Nino, man, when you make something, bro, bring it to the beat review, bro. Let me hear what it's sounding like, man. With that setup. What is the Bluetooth on the MPC live for speakers? Sam, I can't tell you, bro. I don't use every function in there. I would have to ask somebody, bro. But I probably 9 times out of 10, that's probably what it's used for. Been messing with the ASR sequencer, but it just seems like silly not to use nudge and MIDI function. Hey, you know what's funny, Nino? When I use my ASR, like Evo showed me how to quantize on it. But a lot of shit that I be doing with the ASR, man, I don't even I don't even quantize it. Like I like the way it make the shit bop. Like and from fucking around with that shit, I was like, oh, I see why Timberland shit sound like that. Like, you know, all these drum machines, like from the 3000 to 2000, a SP 1200, a ASR, like them shits got like a timing in it to make the shit like hop and bop a certain way. And like if you go and you listen to some of those lives I was doing, or even like I just did a video, and y'all check out my man Fat Tracks or what have you. I actually used to watch bro when I was in high school. But I did a video, for him or what have you. He sent me some vinyl. He got a show called Digging with Strangers. And I didn't have the quantize on. And that shit make like your beats like hop. You know what I'm saying? Like that time in it, like it just gotta glide. And I love the ASR. Like anytime I want shit to sound dirty as fuck or what have you with like a groove, that's the joint. Like I used to think that it was just Timberland with his crazy timing and shit like that, but nah, man, that machine got like a bop to it. Man, I tried hitting them up, waiting on a reply, but yeah, I'm ready. All right, I got you, bro. Marcel, I got you. I when I hit him today, I'll let you know. I'll let him know you're looking for him. But soon as I get off live, and when you get off live, send him a quick DM right quick, and then I let him know where are you from. I'm from ATL, shouting. I actually learned how Timbo did it. I believe he used velocity chopper on the ASR and got the hits. It's similar. You can have the ASR chop 120 cent instantly. Yeah, I seen that too. With the way it's chop that motherfucker up without you even doing this shit. You gotta flip a couple buttons. I seen that. Fact Tracks is dope. I used to watch him back in AA Major, him, and that and Booney Mayfield. They used to make on them 2500s or what have you. Yup, look, man, I used to get that. Yup, yup, yup. But nah, man, back in the day, him and Booney Mayfield, and they used to do that shit without the quantize, and that shit just had a feel. Shit was just soulful. Soulful, soulful, soulful. That was back in the early iPhone, iPod Touch days. Cause I used to be in class watching their ass. I'm supposed to be doing work or whatever. I put my headphones in, man, please, and be watching them, and then I used to watch Beatcox on Ustream, just cooking, just cooking. My Akai MPD 21 hits harder than my MPC one. I don't know about that one, Brody. Sam, I don't know about that one. Hell yeah, Booney Mayfield's on that MPC 1000. Yup, yup, yup. Rest in peace to Red Bull, Big Toon. Hey, nah, man. I remember it was a cat. His name was Seasick. He made a beef. Well, they made a record. He made a record with Nas called Film. Shit's crazy. And he did all of it on he was on FL or what have you. But it's a record they got. You can still type it in YouTube. It's called Film. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. What an era. Different era, man. Different era. Different era. Different era, of course, of course. But yeah, man. But overall, man, I'm like I said, the 37, it's cool. It's a cool little piece. If I had to choose between that and getting the live too, I would probably get I'll probably get the 37. But see, like I said, the only thing is though, you're gonna have to make sure that even though like what is 900 and the live two is like 1300, that $400 difference, you're gonna have to invest in buying those sounds. Or if you like I said, if you savvy, just make key groups. If you know what you're doing. Oh yeah, man. C Sick was sick. He hasn't posted in a decade. He was amazing. Hey, I met C Sick. He did stuff with the artists. Like, oh damn, that's what's up, A Major. Nah, bro was cold. Have you ever had the ASR X reading something about it? Sounding the same as the ASR 10. Nah, I never had an X, but like if you go look at EA Ski or my boy Jay Ham, they got them. Oh well, hey, they sound sonically like the same. The only difference is it's not it's not keys. It's just those pads that kind of like look like how they got on space. It look like keys. And then too, if y'all familiar with Don Cannon, his channel is called Tomorrow. He showed how he made like Jeezy records, um, Lil Wayne records, and he was using the ASRX or what have you. But nah, they sound nice. And then the other cool thing about the ASR is that it's the effects that's like inside of it, like the reverbs, the flangers, like all that type of stuff. Like you could take those like little one shots, man, and make patches with those effects. I think it doesn't have a boost feature. Oh, oh shit. Hey Kanan, you know that's like one of the biggest things with that ASR, man, is that boost button. Like, if you ain't got that boost button, that's like the ASR superpower. Like, that boost button literally takes a sound from boom to boom or what have you. Like, literally, like, yeah, nah, you need that motherfucker. That's like a superpower. Gorilla Man Beats, what up, King? Good morning. God bless you and everyone alive. What up with the Gorilla Man Beats? Appreciate that, man. How did you get into making beats? This goes to everybody in the chat. How did I get into making beats? Well, shit. I grew up in a house where it was an upright piano in there, and like moms played in the band, my sister singed, or what have you, and like we just always played music. And then my sister, she's 10 years older than me. My mom was like paying for her to like go to like a real studio, like when she was 16, 17, like working on demos and shit like that. So like I'm the little brother, so I'm always like the tag along. So like I seen cats like cook up like on motifs, like SSL consoles and all that type of shit or what have you. So I was always like, very intrigued. And then like when I was like around 9, I went to the studio with my sister and this dude named Corey and this dude named Kenny. They took a liking to me and like they let me sit in the room with them while they cooked up on the MPC 62 and like a motif or what have you. And like they let me hit the pads and that was back when like the MPC, like it was big on that little water drop sound and all that type of stuff or what have you. And I was like, oh shit, like this is what I really want to do. Cause I used to always hear music in my head and shit like that and bang on the piano and all that type of shit or what have you. And I was like, yeah. Then I started seeing like how much gear and shit costs. I was like, I don't know how I'm finna figure this out. But fucked around my 6th grade year for Christmas. My mom got me a Triton TR. That shit is still over there or what have you. And then yeah, it was off to the races from there. Started getting that. Got an MPC that next summer from my pops. I got an MPC 2000 XL. My grandma got me a vinyl player. I was getting my parents' records. I had a MacBook Pro with GarageBand on there and Cubase and shit like that. Then when I was in this was all in middle school. So everybody used to come over to my house. I used to record people. They used to watch me make beats or whatever. And I'm just an 11, 12-year old or what have you. Because I wasn't going outside and doing shit like that. I had stopped playing sports. I sucked. I did play in 8th grade. Yeah, I think the only reason they let me on the team is because they knew I was going to pay for my uniform and have all my money. And a lot of them niggas wasn't. But that's a whole nother story. But anywho, 9th grade, I went to Performing Arts High School. I had to take piano and music theory all day and shit like that. And I got into Logic because that summer for 9th grade, I worked outside with my pops and burnt the fuck up and saved up $1,000. That's when Logic had all them discs and shit or what have you. I had got Express first. I had got Express when the summer first started. And then by the time I went to school, I had saved up the band for the big boy version. I was on Logic in high school, was on Reason, and I still had my Triton, still had my 2000, and the shit just grew from there, man. It just grew from there. The boost feature on the ASR is similar to Dumb and Fast and Furious, pushing the nicer. Hey, Kanan, that's a fact. That is a fact. That boost button, man, like especially like for 808s, you gotta like turn that shit down to like kick drums and shit like that. Or like if you hell, I was tearing up my speakers and shit. Like when you taking somebody like ski drums, like drums that's been ran through like analog gear and all that shit, man. Man, please. Man, please. And it's certain shit, man, that I have to turn the boost button off because it be killing. It be killing. When I got the Phantom, it was a wrap. I think next beat review, I'm gonna send something I made in 2007. Oh, that's hard, bro. Yeah, hell yeah, hey Major. Hell yeah. That Mac, what happened was I had a house fire a couple years ago, and that MacBook, I had all my music on that shit from like middle school and high school, and I just kept it. But that motherfucker burnt the fuck up. And I used to always, every year, I used to always go back and listen to a lot of them records and shit like that. And I was like, man, I'm gonna flip them. And I should have followed my mind because I was supposed to put all that shit on another hard drive and I didn't. But it is what it is. But nah, going back listening to that old shit is hard because you get to really hear your growth and your progression. That's hella dope. My big brother did rapping and I wanted to, but I had a speech impediment, so I decided to get in the music side of it. All I had was a busted up old Linux computer 15. Hey man, Malik, it's bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's not sometimes, bro, it's really not what you got, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like limitations breed creativity. Like I had a 2000, but I've had probably the most jankiest 2000 ever because my shit wasn't blown out. Like memory wise, I didn't have no 8 outputs or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm a 12-year-old kid, so my pops went finna go get me like the Rolls Royce. He went and got me like the cheapest 2000, you know what I'm saying, he could find or what have you. But I mean, he got it for me. But like it didn't have all the glitz and glam. So because it didn't have that much sample time, like that's how I got good at making like one shots, like taking like a guitar and being able to pitch it and make beats and shit like that. Like, man, that shit probably had what, probably like to function correctly, maybe like 15 seconds of sample time or 20 seconds to where I could sample, not even, it's not 20 seconds, it was probably like 10 to 15, where I could sample like a little bit of a piece of music and some drums, and then I would have to chop that shit up before the drum machine say insufficient memory. Because that shit, because it wasn't blown out, it stays saying insufficient memory. So when it says insufficient memory, that means it ain't nothing else you can fucking do or what have you. So, but that shit just made me stronger. It made me better. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what the is. I think 3 cut 6. Nah, you know, I'm gonna be honest. ASR kind of hit a little hard. It's a different type of texture. It's more of a grittier, darker, you know what I'm saying, harsh tone. It's not really like a hit thing because I can put some drums and claps and shit, and it's 3000 and it got that bite. You know what I mean? Like that. Ta, ha. But that ASR got that. So, like I said, it just to me, man, it's all basically what am I shooting for? You know what I'm saying? What am I trying to do? Or what have you. Bro, I feel you. I use one shots only to save. Yeah, no. Facts. Hey man, I missed my MPC 2000. Mine didn't have the 8 out, so I just used the stereo out. Tracked it out one at a time. No, facts. Facts. And you know what's crazy, hey Major? I literally just got a snake probably like what, a month ago for my 3000 because I was so used to the stereo outs or what have you, like, tracking it out that way. I was like, oh, bro, you don't even have to move like that. Like, you can use a snake and do the 8 outs and then just dump it that way. So, yeah, I feel you on that. EPS 16 plus even more, though. That shit's super dirty. Man, I seen Ski on that EPS. This was some months ago. He was playing some tracks on that EPS, and I was like, that shit sound more grittier than the ASR. I mean, I know they all made by Insonic, but I had that same observation. I was like, that shit more dirtier and thicker than the ASR. Sometimes I would sample the drums into the ASR 10, then sample into the MPC to give it a different texture and feel. Oh, shit. And you know what, Kanan? I don't know, I know you got into the live late, but we was talking about, like, because I was telling about the 37 and, like, just ways to improve it to make it, kind of hit, like, the old again shit like that. But that ain't no bad idea, though. Actually sampling your drums into the ASR and then from the outputs of the ASR going into like the 37 to really get them drums to Ah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that. That would probably be crazy. And you said because I know you said put it in the 3,000. That shit'll be out the gym too. Oh yeah, you get the 3,000 punch. I guess that. Yeah, because that ASR like it's not even the punch. It's the texture. Rouser splits ASR and APS. Did you get a Mogami? Did you get a DJ B Street? What you mean? What inspired? Who are some of y'all producers that inspired you or your sound? Shit. Oh, that's easy, Malik. If anybody know me, Quincy Jones is up here or what have you. But like when it come to like producing or whatever, DJ Toon, DJ motherfucking Toon. I can't even hold you. Like making sure like these beats sound big and crazy and still have like that soulfulness, but still keep like the integrity of like playing real music, like on top of it and hitting Toon, DJ Toon. And then like of course like once I start, wanting to make like R&B shit or what have you, then Brian Michael Cox. You can't go wrong with Brian Michael Cox. Brian Michael Cox, and then like of course Jermaine Dupri, and then the old heads like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and then like the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that, and then a little bit of Jess Blaze, a little bit of Scott Storch, but mainly though that Toon and B Cox and JD. Those was my guys. Those was my guys growing up, man. But Toon really though. Malik B. Cox. Hey, Major B. Cox. Devontae Babyface. R. Kelly, Rottweiler Scott. Of course, hey, look. B as it may, all bullshit aside. If you do R&B music, man, R. Kelly's the standard. It just is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is what it is. R. Kelly, that guy. R. Kelly. Nah, B Street. I don't forgot the brand, but I got it from Z Sounds. I paid like $50. $50 for it. I can't even tell you. I'll have to go look in my cart, but I got it off Z Sounds. Brian Michael Cox. Yeah, Dallas cool, man. Dallas from the city. I've never heard of B Cox and DJ Toon. Malik, you gotta. Hey, look, Malik, you gotta go to YouTube, bro. When you get off this live, go to YouTube and just type in DJ Toon and type in Brian Michael Cox. And then when you done, go to Google and type in their discography. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll be here all day, man. We'll be here all day. Especially with B Cox. You know what I'm saying? Cause you talking about You Got It Bad, Say Goodbye by Chris Brown, Be Without You, Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? Burn by Usher. Yeah, we'll be here all day. With Toomp, you talking about What You Know About That for T.I., Good Life for Kanye West. Can't tell me nothing for Kanye West. I Love It by Young Jeezy. Like, yeah, we'll be here all day, bro. We'll be here all day. Say Hello, Jay-Z. Like, them guys is different, man. Them guys is different. Toomp is literally like the architect of that trap music. Like, yeah, man, he invented that sound that tip rap on, man. Now, technology and the newer cats have took trap music to a whole nother level, but like that trap, that sound, that's Aldrin Davis, man. That is Mr. Aldrin Davis. And a cool dude too, though, man. Took my guy, man. Real cool dude, bro. Real cool dude. Where are you from? I'm from ATL, shouting. Babyface. Oh man, come on, man. Babyface on the face. So we ain't even gotta talk about Babyface, man. And like I said, R. Kelly, we ain't even gotta talk about that one. Shit. When you writing number ones for other people and producing number ones, and then when you writing them for yourself at the same damn time, that shit different. That shit is different. That shit different. And then too, because of A Major, and I didn't know him, but A Major put me on to Rodney East. That's who was like playing all this stuff for Kels. Man, bro, man, Rodney East different when it comes to that piano, man. When it comes to that piano and composition and playing and shit, man. If y'all got some time, follow that man Rodney East on IG, man. I'm telling you, he'll bless your spirit, bless your soul. Cause every now and then he'll play the piano parts to them records with them songs. Man, that man got the hands of God, man. Got the hands. DJ Quick is. Oh yeah, man, Kanan Quick is an architect, man. Like a lot of niggas don't know, man. A lot of them Dre records or whatever. Quick gave him the sounds. Quick gave him the sounds. And the other part about it is Quick be mixing his own shit, man. And I ain't talking about like in no box mixing. Like he know about like all them converters, transformers. Like he always be hip on the technology. Like he know what's coming out. Like he can troubleshoot shit. He can put shit together. He can put it apart. Like yeah, quick is that guy. One of my favorite Quick records is him and Tony. That Let's Get Down, man. Please, man. Quick different, and it's so musical and it's so bouncy and it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. Rodney East is different. All I say is what. Hey, Major. When you put me on to him, bro, that's all I was doing. I was like, I literally went down. I told you I went down that rabbit hole. It was like what 4 or 5 when I had text you the first time. Ken, what it do? What it do? I went down that rabbit hole and I was like, damn. I did not know that's who it is. Y'all ever listen to Battle Cat? Come on, man. Yeah, we listen to Battle Cat. That cat, what is it? Cali is active. Man, that Battle Cat is architect. That's one of his favorite producers, man. He loved Battle Cat with the rhythm and the groove and the playing. And then we can't forget when Battle Cat be on that talk box. Man, please. Oh yeah, nah, B Street. Quick real, he a gangster nerd, bro. He is a gangster nerd, man. But he even say that in interviews though, like, yeah, I got a YouTube DJ tune. Yeah, man, you got to, man. You got follow him on IG too, man. He be posting shit on IG. Good shit. You like Brown? Yeah, man. Brian Michael Cox. That's one of my heroes, man. I literally got a picture of him on the wall, on my wall right there. Hello, listen, man. I've been a fan of these folks since high school, man. You know how like some people like they hang Jordan posters and all that shit or whatever. Like they my Jordans, they my Peyton Mannings, they my Tom Brady's, man. So I was like, I'm gonna hang them on my wall. You know what I'm saying? Cause they inspiring. Very, 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 very inspiring. Especially too because I'm here in Atlanta. So they be walking around the same streets, going to the same malls. Hell now, be in some of the same studios. You know what I'm saying? So it's just inspired magnesia. Hey, Hey Ken, I don't even think a lot of people even know like who Manuel Seal is, bro. Like, and the importance of Manuel Seal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then too, he can play the piano and the guitar. So like a lot of those Jermaine Dupri records, like if it wasn't B Cox playing them keys or whatever, like that we belong together, like that's Manuel Seal playing that piano. That nice and slow, that's Manuel Seal on the guitar. Oh yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, nah, man. But see too though, I'm a music nerd. Like I read credits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, and if you ain't read the credits, like you wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying, who Manuel Seal is. Nice and slow. Shit, nice and slow might be one of Usher's like top. We had this debate all the time, man. Nice and slow might be one of Usher like top 3 songs, man. Like that shit from the production to the songwriting to the way the backgrounds are layered, like them that low tone that they got that's tucked in that mix, man. Because niggas don't even know that's them boys from Jagged Edge singing the backgrounds on Nice and Slow. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is just a well put together record. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in the live, you guys could do me a quick favor and like the live video and subscribe to the channel. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. What about Ryan Leslie? Ryan Leslie was tearing up the internet, man, when I was in high school, man. He was killing with the addiction video, the gibberish video, the videos of him making tracks for Cassie. Then when he started fucking with Fabulous and Red Cafe. Nah, Ryan Leslie was different. And he used to have all the keyboards. Like that, what is that? That Alesis Andromeda synth or whatever. He was one of the first people I ever seen on the virus. The little yellow motherfucker. Yeah. He used to be killing. Then bro pull out a pocket trumpet. You know what I'm saying? And start playing on the trumpet. Nah, he a real musician. Like, he a unicorn. As Tank would say, he's a 100%er. You know what I'm saying? Like he can go in the studio, shit, play damn near every instrument, write the song, and sing the song. So bro was special. He real special. Cardiac. Nah, Cardiac was cold. I especially liked all that stuff he was doing from Ross. Like the Amsterdam, the diced pineapples, all that good shit. Like, yeah, nah, Cardiac was smooth. His signature sound was that. Yeah, nah. Hey, Major, do you know that Andromeda is still high as hell? Cause I had looked at it, cause I had went back on YouTube and I was looking at some Ryan Leslie videos, and I was like, man, let me see how much this Andromeda costs. And then when I seen Elisa's made it, I was like, oh, okay. It might not be nothing crazy. Man, shitting me. Last time I seen it, somebody still wanted like close to like 4 racks for that motherfucker. And I was like, damn. Damn. But nah, he was milking that motherfucker though. Like what else was it? Right, look, I'm on right now. It's one on Reverb for 3 bands. Cause somebody just did a price drop, and then the other one is 4,600 and 4,900. And that keyboard, the Alesis Andromeda A6, that shit came out in 2000. It's 2024, and that shit is still hell. Outside that one 3,000, motherfuckers still want about 5,000 for it. That shit crazy. Hey, nah, facts, Nino. That gospel. You know, I keep a book. I don't be caring. I be watching that gospel producer channel. Man, them boys putting on a master class about production though, about production. Because my high school teacher, he produced gospel music. Like he got some records. And I helped him on one the girl, what's her name? Brianna Bavenu, her first album, Keys to My Heart. She actually went #1 on Billboard, or what have you. It was a dope experience, but I did like all the vocal tuning and like helped him like with comping. But like man, them sessions, bro, them sessions might be damn near like 200 tracks. Because you gotta think about it. They got whatever they produced the idea in Logic, a majority of all them use Logic. But like their Logic files or what have you, because they use like a lot of click tracks. But then they finna have real instrument where real players play on top of this stuff. And then, like depending on how they mic'd it, like the guitar might be going directly, in the Pro Tools or what have you, but then they might have it routed where it's going to an amp, and then the amp is getting mic. So now you got really 2 or 3 guitar signals, because depending on how you mic it, if you're doing the XY pattern, yada, 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 you're going to do the same thing for the bass. Then you got to mic the drums, depending on how crazy the drum set is. That's 10 to 12 mics, because you mic a snare, top and bottom, toms, you doubling the kick drums, then you got the overheads for the cymbals, and then you might do a room overhead. Shit. Then you got gonna have piano, how you micing the piano. You gonna have electric piano too. Like, and we ain't even got to the vocals, because the vocals, you got real choirs. And then you got room mics and shit like that, man. And so, and then depending on, cause like I learned how to make a choir. Like I seen my teacher take like 3 vocalists, and then like they just stack them up. You know what I'm saying? Playing with the reverbs and the delays, and then like once again the patterns of the microphone. Like when you doing live shit, depending on what type of patterns you making, X, Y, and all that good stuff, or what have you. But like on that channel, man, they be breaking down the sessions, man, of like how they doing all that shit. And then this ain't hip hop music. So that music ain't repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's musical change. It's an A section, it's a B section, it's a C section. And then on top of that, they gonna modulate. Modulate mean that song finna go to a whole different key. Because as the singer is singing and the intensity of the music, they finna go up a half step. Then they might, if the singer really in it, they gonna go up another half step. So they might start a song off in F, but by the time that song over, it's finna end A flat. But they breaking down all that shit, man. And like I be geek, I shouldn't be because like it's gospel music, but I be sitting right here in front of the computer, geeked up learning, man. You know what I'm saying? So I love that channel, man, and I'm trying to get my hand on that Doobie Powell. What's the plug-in? The synth that they make. Or what had the peculiar sound shit. Cause that shit got some smooth tones in there, man. And I like they got some glide patches in there, like some glide pads, some glide pianos or whatever. And man, if you making R&B music, oh my God. Them glides, shit. Shit's hard. I once took 6 hours to mic a drum set using drum overheads and a lot more. Man, I'm telling you, man, that doing that gospel music, man, is different. Motherfuckers be complaining about sampling drums and doing all that type of shit. Shit. Go try to produce a gospel album. The music alone gonna tear that brain up. I've been wondering about that. Thanks, man. Rainmaker, what it do, man? What it do? How you been? What you talking about? What did I answer for you, bro? What did I answer? Signature R&B VST is dope. I gotta look into that, Dan Jones. I gotta look into that. But that peculiar sound, what is it? Yeah, so it's called Peculiar Sounds by Doobie Powell. That motherfucker hard. It hard. And it's on sale because I think it was like $200 2 weeks ago. It's on sale for 150. But it's nice though. I was wondering if that VST was good. Man, so I said the same thing. I was watching the channel or what have you, and I was watching the breakdowns. And the producer, or whatever, he was showing how he used that shit like in like a Tamala Man record. Who else? Was it Hezekiah Walker? I don't get me to saying the wrong name or whatever. But like some other artists, man, that shit was nice. That shit was nice. What up, Gordon? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good with you? Can't just got my son out there. Meant you down. They did. I gotta call. I gotta call Ski. I gotta call him. I gotta call him. I gotta call him. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Hope all is well, man. Hope all is well. But I may just go to support. Nah, they got some good shit. I want some good sound so I can run them into the ASR for instruments. So you can give me some good. Man, Nino, you know what I was doing when I first got my ASR to start off? I was just using some of like the Reason sounds. Like the ones that I like. Like I love the subtractor. So like a lot of those basses or what have you, I was using those, sampling those in. One day I had took my Roland, my JV 1080. I had sampled some of those in, or what have you. And then I started, but I stopped. I kind of got lazy because my Moog don't have like no recall, but I got a Moog grandmother. So I was just playing with like the LFOs and stuff like that, trying to make like some little square leads, some little triangle leads, and sampling those and or what have you. But and then of course using that boost button and them shit, especially like the Moog sounds for like the basses, them shits was hard. Shit was hard. What up, Dilly and T2K? What it do, brother? Rainmaker in gospel music, you right. You've been have produced 18 different style music and one song that. I'm telling you, that was one of the reasons why I stopped playing in church, bro. Like, I'm good. I can play I'm one of them people. If we practice it this way, that's what we gonna do. Don't go up there and surprise me. But you know, like they be feeling it and they be like, oh, and then they going up a half step. Man, you look up before the goddamn song over. You was in C and now you in A. These motherfuckers done went up by 6 or 7 different keys. Like, if you don't know your mish, boy, it is not finna be a walk in the park. It is not finna be. Like, Facebook got a fire soul pack on there that sound like some 70s and 80s. So, hey, Gordy, send me the link on IG, bro. Send me. I used to do sound in church. Hey, Dilly, I think everybody used to do sound. You know what I'm saying? And sound in church that do music one way or the other, either directly or indirectly. I hated that job too. Motherfuckers go up there, don't know how to turn a microphone on and all that good stuff. And then the church I was working at, they were cheap. They were cheap. They wanted like $1 million product with dollar dollar store dollar store material or what have you. And it became more of a headache. So I was like, man, I let y'all folk go. I let y'all folk go. But I say this though, it was a lot of good practice. I went through the same thing. I'm telling you, man, I think that's everybody, especially at a black church. But like I always say, it was good practice though, man. You get to learn stuff. You learn you can fix some stuff, learn some stuff you can't fix or whatever. So it is what it is. Black church for sure, for sure. I hate live sound general, the cable manager, nah, and studio guy. Nah, facts, 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 facts. They had me working on broke shit. I'm telling you what they good for. And then be like, so why was it sounding like this? Cause the shit garbage. That's why it sound like this. And so I got tired of that shit. I got tired. And then you know they try to guilt trip you in there. You know the whole speech. You're gonna be blessed. God needs you. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but y'all need to provide some good stuff because God even know this cheat. But you damn sure learn about the trans. You da- oh, the transpose button, man. I wasn't even good with that shit, Rainmaker. I was not. I don't miss it. Hey, brother, me neither. I always say the day I stopped working, the day I stopped playing at the church, the day I stopped doing audio at the church, my life got so much stress free. Like stress free. When I played at church a couple times, the person who played before me had the transpose button on lock. LOL. Hey, nah, what I finna say, Zaytoven did a interview on the R&B Money podcast, and they were talking about that, man, about having the transpose button. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. Shit, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got some editing and some other stuff to get to, man. I'm gonna tap in with y'all this evening. I'm gonna drop some more long form content today. I dropped some yesterday, so y'all please go check that out for me. If you have not, please hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. The channel goal is 12,000 subscribers. We close to it, and I need all of y'all good people. You know what I'm saying, to help me get there. But I'm gonna make sure I definitely tap in with y'all tonight and drop some more content and shit. Like I always say, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all keep following y'all dreams, and we gonna see each other in a little while, man. Beat review tomorrow. Hell yeah, beat review tomorrow. We gonna have it at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah, nah. The email, if you want to send your music for beat review, the email is gmbeatreview@gmail.com. That's gmbeatreview@gmail.com. And Malik, I'm gonna work on that sample. Hopefully I can have it up for tomorrow, man. But y'all be blessed, man.